Fikile Mbalula, Secretary General of the ANC, is again under the nation's microscope, this time over a mysterious 1.7 million rand flight to Libya, allegedly aboard a luxury jet linked to businessman Adriano Mazzatiti. The revelation has reopened questions about the blurred lines between political power and private privilege, as Mbalula remains silent on who financed the extravagant journey and why it took place. The flight, reportedly on a Falcon 900 business jet registered as ZSFCI and operated by Execujet, departed from Lanseria Airport in August, bound for Benghazi, Libya. It later made a return stop in Entebbe, Uganda, before heading home. The aircraft, said to belong to Mazzatiti, a controversial tobacco magnate whose name often appears in high-profile investigations, carried Mbalula on a trip whose purpose is yet to be officially explained. When approached by journalists, Mbalula offered little clarity. "Unfortunately, I can't help you because I don't understand your inquiry," he said curtly, before moving on. Those few words have since fueled a storm of speculation. According to flight records and aviation estimates, the cost of the round trip, fuel, crew, and landing fees came to around our 1.7 million. Yet who paid for the journey remains a mystery. If it was an official ANC or government trip, it would normally require authorization, documentation, and disclosure. If it was private, it begs a different question. What business did the ANC's top administrator have in Benghazi, and why on a jet linked to a powerful businessman? Observers have pointed to the Committee of Intelligence and Security Services of Africa, CISA, meeting that took place in Benghazi at the same time. Delegates from across the continent gathered there to discuss regional intelligence cooperation. However, Mbalula's name never appeared on official lists or photos of the attending dignitaries. That absence only deepened the mystery surrounding his presence in Libya. Mazzatiti, the man whose jet was used, is no stranger to controversy. His business empire, built through the tobacco trade, has often drawn attention for its complex web of financial and political associations. The connection between him and a senior ANC official, especially in the context of such an expensive and discreet flight, inevitably invites scrutiny. Adding to the intrigue is the route itself. The Falcon jet did not return directly from Libya to South Africa. Instead, it stopped over in Entebbe, Uganda, a move some aviation insiders claim could have been related to insurance restrictions, as leaving an aircraft overnight in Benghazi may have been considered unsafe. Even so, the detour only adds to the sense that this was not a simple business trip, but a journey woven with caution and secrecy. This is not the first time Mbalula's travel habits have raised public questions. In 2016, while serving as Minister of Sports and Recreation, he took a lavish family vacation to Dubai, later revealed to have been financed by sports retailer Sedgars. The public protector ruled the payment improper, prompting a lengthy investigation by the Hawks and the National Prosecuting Authority, NPA. Although the case was eventually closed without charges, the memory lingers, a ghost that now shadows this new Libya affair. Political analysts say Mbalula's current silence only worsens the perception of impropriety. South Africans are accustomed to headlines about luxury and excess among the political elite. But when those stories intersect with questions of undeclared funding or undisclosed purpose, trust begins to corrode. If it was official, why hide it? If it was private, why use a businessman's jet? One analyst remarked. Indeed, the optics could hardly be worse. A ruling party heavyweight boarding a multi-million rand aircraft owned by a wealthy businessman with controversial ties, flying to a conflict-scarred city, returning quietly, and offering no explanation. It paints the image of a political class detached from the transparency it preaches. The ANC, for its part, has said little. Party spokespeople have avoided confirming whether Mbalula's trip was sanctioned or funded by the organization. Without that clarification, the possibility that private interests bankrolled a senior leader's travel remains hanging in the air like turbulence before landing. For the ordinary South African, the story stays a familiar frustration, one that blends curiosity, suspicion, and fatigue. At a time when economic hardship deepens and inequality widens, stories of leaders flying across continents in private jets strike a nerve. They remind citizens of the widening gulf between the governed and the governing, between public service and personal comfort. There's also the question of perception abroad. Benghazi, still carrying scars from Libya's years of chaos, is not a typical diplomatic destination. What purpose would Mbalula have there? If it was related to ANC-Libyan relations, why the secrecy? If it was purely private, why the absence of transparency? Every flight leaves a trail, a flight plan, a manifest, a record of passengers and purpose. Yet in this case, the paperwork seems as elusive as the explanation. What remains visible is a symbolism, a politician, a tycoon, a jet, and an invoice of 1.7 million rand. Perhaps the truth is mundane, a simple charter, a meeting, an invitation extended and accepted. But until Mbalula steps forward to clarify who paid and why, the public imagination will fill the vacuum with suspicion. In politics, silence is rarely neutral. As one aviation source put it, the jet has landed, but the questions haven't. And indeed, they hover still, circling above the ANC's highest office, over Lanseria's tarmac, and across the restless minds of a public that has seen too many flights of luxury, too few landings of accountability.